Dude, just friggin' Twinkle the Twink Stars. This is stand up being stoned as foot, man. So, I was down at the food market this other day, and there's this guy there freaking sitting by the green celery stalks, and I was like, oh, what's up, man? You growing some weed? And he said, nah, I'm just stoned. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this guy's like, what, man? Stoned as fuck, looking at the celery like he gonna smoke it. I was like, man, you gonna smoke celery, man? What the fuck? This guy's crazy. So, let's go smoke some over there, you know what I'm saying? So, we had to go smoking. He was over there smoking, and, like, this guy was all like, damn, I'm getting stoned as fuck, man. And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. I got the munchies. Motherfucker was ready to eat a fucking horse. Next thing you know, freaking horse, some guy on a horse is just walking by. I was like, damn, either I'm stoned as fuck or I'm fucking stoned as fuck. You know, like, what's going down? I'm like, there's a fucking horse around. Just what I was craving. Fucking guy was like, hell yeah, let's go on a horse, man. I was like, yeah, we can make deer jerky out of it, man. He was like, dude. And I was like, fucking, let's do it. So he ran down the street, and we caught up with the horse, you know what I'm saying? And this horse was like running fast, and we were just like, oh crap, we're gonna lose it, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, ice cream truck passes by, and we're like, oh shit, some ice cream. Right up in the middle of the road and shit, and this car's coming up, and I was like, whoa, bud. The guy was all like, get out of the street, man. I was like, okay. And they're like, what were we doing? And I was like, well, you know, I don't remember. And he's like, oh, okay. Let's go get stoned again. And so we was like, okay, let's go get stoned again, man. And so we went to go get some more stone. But he thought we was picking out rocks. I was like, no, not that stone, buddy. The other stone. He's like, oh, okay. So we went to go get stoned to get somewhere else. And this guy, police officer, comes up and he's all like, what's going on, fellas? And I was like, nothing, officer. We were just having a couple of beers. And he's like, you know it's illegal to be drinking in public? I was like, well, you know it's illegal to be as ugly as you? And the cop's like, oh, you got a smart mouth, huh? I was like, no, I'm pretty stupid, but it don't take much to see what you are. Ugly ass motherfucker. And cop got all pissed off and starts whacking me over the head with this baton little thing. I was like, what the fuck? Are you mad just because you that small? And he got more pissed off and he was arresting me. And I was like, who's the officers on what charges? And this guy was like, for assaulting a peace officer. And I was like, I wasn't assaulting nobody, man. Like, I was just saying the facts, man. And this guy was like, oh, you know what, you smart ass motherfucker. I was like, really? You think so? Thank you. And this guy just got so pissed off and he throws me in the cop car. And my friends all, whoa, officer, he wasn't assaulting you. And the officer was all like, well, yes, he was. And the guy my friend was like, he was? Where was I when he did that? And I was all like, you are right there, dude. And the police officer was all like, no, you weren't. You was over there. I was like, what the fuck? Are you stoned too, officer? And he was like, oh, so you guys are stoned, huh? And I said, we were never stoned. We never said nothing about us being stoned. You're the one talking crazy, bud. And then the officer was like, no, it couldn't be me. I was like, oh, so you're talking a bunch of crazy. And he's like, damn, I must be stoned. And I was like, yeah, you know you're stoned, buddy. He's like, well, didn't you say you guys were drinking? And I said, no. I said we were sipping on some Kool-Aid. He said, that's not what you said. I was like, officer, I swear to drunk that I'm not drunk. And he said, that's how much drunk I would say. I said, no. A drunk I would have said, sorry, drunk, I'm not officer. And then I was like, yeah, that's true, huh? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay, then you can go. And so we and my friend, we walked down the street. And we looked at each other and laughed. And we're like, yep, that officer was an idiot. He thought he was stoned. My friend was like, he might have been stoned. I was like, well, he did finish the joint for us. And he's like, oh yeah, what? He did? Well, that's what happened to the joint. And so we walked home. And I was like, yeah, man. We got home and stuff, and my dog was missing. And I was like, oh shit, my dog's not here. And freaking, the guy was all like, whoa, dude, you have a dog? I was like, I thought I did. And freaking, the guy was in front of me and stuff, and he was like, well, we gotta get you a dog. I said, what, a new dog? And he's like, yeah, man. I was like, but I thought I had a dog. And he's like, yeah. Well, then let's go get that one. And I said, let's do it, man. And freaking, so we went to looking for it, and we looked at the park and stuff. And then there was this girl there. There was a couple girls. And me and my homie, we walk up and we're like, hey ladies, have you, and my friend's like, what he means to say is, have you been here very long? And they're all like, oh no, we're new in town. And so I was like, what, did you move in from heaven? Why would you move here? And they're all like, oh, that's so cheesy. And I was like, I know, but you're so hot, I can't think straight. And so freaking, she was like, oh, okay, that's a little better. I was like, oh, thank you. I hope I'm better than the first time. And she was like, no, that's just dirty. And I was like, no, 2 pigs in the mud are dirty. And she was just laughing, and I was like, okay. And I was like, well, ladies, we gotta go do something. And they were like, what was you guys doing? And I was like, and I looked at my friend, and I'm like, what were we doing? And my friend looks back at me, and he's like, I don't know. And so he said, I guess we're not doing it. So the ladies were all like, okay. And we were like, yeah, sounds cool. And she's like, you guys want to go to the local rock show tonight over there at the park? And I was like, yeah, I totally did, man. You guys chief and stuff? And the girls were like, yeah, we chief. And so we went, and then we got to go meet the chief. And, like, it was crazy, man. He was a real chief. Like, he had feathers and everything. And I was like, holy crap. A chief that chiefs. I was like, whoa, man. That's some crazy ass shit, man. And the chief was like, you are stoned, my son. And I was like, hell yeah, I was stoned. I'm still fucking stoned. And the chief starts laughing and laughing, and he said, let's get some more stoned. And then he takes us to a big old fire pit, and there was a bunch of weed in it. And I was like, whoa, look at all that weed. We could roll a pallet joints. You got any papers, chief? And the chief says, that's not what we're doing. And I was like, what? And then he closes the tent, and then he lights the entire fire, or entire pit of weed on fire. And I was like, whoa, dude, what are you doing? He's like, big giant hot box. And I'm like, Next thing you know, we couldn't see for shit. We were so freaking stoned we couldn't see our hands in front of us. And I was like, holy crap, where's my hands? And then the chief's like, what's going on? And I was like, I can't see my hands no more. And the chief was like, holy crap, what happened to your hands? I was like, I don't know, man. I can't find my hands. I can't feel nothing, man. And then the chief was like, hold on, I'll save you. Well, then the next thing you know, my friend was like, what's going on? And I was like, someone took my hand, man. And then the guy was like, those bastards. And then he was like, oh, what are we going to do? I was like, the chief went to go look for my hands. And he was like, where's the chief at? And I was like, I don't know. I can't even see you, bud. And he was like, whoa, where's the bud? I was like, I don't know, man. You tell me, bud. He's like, you keep saying bud, where's it at? I was like, I don't even know. I can't even see my own hands, bud. He's like, dude, that's freaking crazy. And I was like, yeah. It was crazy as fuck. And I was like, whoa, bud. It's just fucking crazy. And we started walking around and we was like, whoa, where is everything? And my friend was like, I don't know, where are you? And I was like, I don't know, where are you? And he was like, well, let's play Marco Polo. And I was like, how is that gonna work? I can't even see you. And he was like, well, you're not supposed to see me in Marco Polo. I was like, oh yeah, huh? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, alright, then let's do it, man. And we were walking around this, don't even know where we were anymore. And we was walking around and just playing Marco Polo the whole time. And then out of nowhere, like after days of just walking around and saying Marco Polo, the chief was like, came out of nowhere, but we still couldn't see him. And he was like, I can't find your hands. I only found one of them. And I was like, you found one of the hands? And he's like, yeah. I was like, well, that's better than no hands. And he was like, yeah, at least you'll have your lefty. Oh, I think it's a lefty. Is it a righty? Well, here, you could check it out. And so I was like, all right, cool, bring it over here. He's like, where are you? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, well, how am I supposed to give it to you? And I was like, fuck, I don't know. You tell me, bud. And he was like, I don't know. And friggin', yeah, you know. And he said, whatever. And I was like, well, I don't know where he's at either. And then the chief was like, whoa, where did that come from? And then my friend was like, I'm the other guy. And then he's like, you're watching the other guys? And then my friend was all like, no, I'm the other guy. And my chief was all like, oh, are you the little fat one or the tall skinny one? The pretty boy. And then my friend was all like, I'm not either. I'm not the movie. I'm just saying I'm the other guy that came with the other guy. And then the chief was like, whoa, man, is this like the sequel? And I was like, no, I don't think so. We don't see no cameras. And my friend was like, well, I don't see you either. And then I was like, I don't even see my own hands. And the chief was like, I got one of them. And I was like, well, bring it over here. And he was like, okay, where are you at? And I was like, I don't know. And the chief was like, well, how am I supposed to find you? And he was all like, oh, I gotta find you somehow. And I was like, I don't know. Me and the other guy was playing Marco Polo. And then the chief was like, well, then let's all play Marco Polo. And so we was playing Marco Polo for freaking days. And next thing you know, I said I could see my hands. I was like, holy crap, I can see my hands. And freaking the chief was like, cool, I found you. And I was like, well, where are you? And he's like, oh wait, I didn't find you. And I was like, yeah, you didn't. And he was like, well, how'd you get your hands back? I still got your hand. And then I was like, I don't know. And then he was like, but you have both your hands? And I was like, yeah, I got both my hands. And the chief was like, well, whose hand is this? And I was like, I don't know. And my friend was like, I don't know. And then we could finally see each other. And barely, but we could see each other. And it was like, whoa, what's going on? And my friend was like, whoa, I was lost for days. And freaking, the chief was like, holy crap, you have 3 hands? And then we were both like, what? And freaking, then I was like, no, I only have 2 hands. And I got them both. And then the chief holds up another hand. And then we were all like, whoa! And there was dried blood everywhere. And we were like, dude, where's that hand from? And then the chief was like, I don't know. I thought it was your hand. And then I was like, well, why is there blood all over your hand? And then the chief was like, I don't know. And I was like, I thought it was your hand, so I picked it up. And I said, well, I don't know. I got my hands right here. And then the other friend was like, whoa, did you grow a 3rd hand? And the chief was like, I don't know. And we started looking at everybody and each other, and it was like, holy crap, the chief has 3 hands now. He just grew another one. And then my friend was like, does that mean they're both green thumbs? Or is it just because he gets 1 green thumb? I was like, well, he must have one hell of a green thumb if he could grow a hand. Well, it's crazy. And that's the story of how we met the green thumb that can grow a hand. Thank you for listening to Shit Stoners Do. And I hope you enjoyed this stand-up comedy as much as the rest of us does. Thank you, and have a very stony night. Goodbye.